Be young.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? You got it, you know I get it. You win it, you know I fit it. I speak it, you know it's written. You talking but never listen. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Don't check me unless you got it. Check for me, I got the recipe.
Episode 9.
Woo woo!
And Alana's back.
Woo! Hi guys! Okay, I'm done.
Hello, we're back. So we're gonna jump straight into it. Emily, you wanna give us our first topic?
College scandal.
Yeah, so if you've been living under a rock or you're not a college student, you don't know about what happened. So basically, a bunch of rich people, rich celebrities, they did some backwards thing to get their children into Ivy League schools and like USC and stuff like that. So basically, is it okay or how do you feel about this scandal?
Well, first, let me say, they're either A, paying large sums of money to the school to like fudge the numbers on their SATs and
Yes, and or to make them seem like they're part of like a rowing team or the soccer team, like they're being recruited.
Yeah. Or B, there are cases where people have paid large sums of money for people to go in and take the tests for their child, like the SATs and ACTs, so that their child has a higher score than what they would have gotten. Which I don't even know how that's even possible.
Hey, money do a whole lot. Money does a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yes, money does a whole lot, but that is also crutching your kids, because what if they can't excel in college?
That's the argument. That's
Well,
what
they do.
it is.
Well, the sad thing is, like, some of them are doing fine when they get there. But
But that's still a crutch, because they're going to cry for their mom and dad for help, and they cannot be independent on their own.
Who do you think should be held?
responsible.
Do you think the kids should be kicked out of school, and do you think the parents should be thrown in jail just for trying to put their kid into a better school?
Okay, so to me, there's three people at fault. Almost everybody: the parents, the college / university, and the children if they knew about it, which I'm assuming they
Yeah.
did.
They know they
Most
didn't
of
take
the,
SAT.
I'm pretty sure they
Exactly.
did.
Personally, I think the kids should be taken out of school, kicked out of school. The parents should be locked up, and something needs to be done to, penalize the colleges who allowed this to happen, because there's so many kids who can't afford college and
That might be
who don't have the opportunity to even go. Yeah, you got money and you're throwing it around because you can.
I agree. I think it's messed up because there are people that can't go to college that are smart enough to be very successful in an Ivy League school. One first example I think of is my dad. Didn't get to go to college, but he was valedictorian, and he's from a very poor family. He didn't get to go at all. So that's the first thing I think of. And B, just because you're rich doesn't mean you are smart necessarily. And like, just because they go to school and get a 2.5 and can graduate with that, doesn't mean they should, I guess. That's kind of messed up. But I mean, like, they should not be able to easily get by with it, you know? Like, they shouldn't just be able to stay because they're doing the bare minimum, you know?
I agree.
And it's just also not fair because, like, everyone in the whole wide world has to take the SAT. Just take the SAT, get on.
Yeah, I mean the test is not the easiest test,
Hard, but it's passable.
but I mean if you take it a couple times, you should be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, and like to in my opinion, if you are a good student, you can be successful anywhere. That's just my opinion. I think that just because it's an Ivy League school, people shouldn't, when you're interviewing somebody, I think that just because you're from an Ivy League school, you shouldn't be put above somebody. Like for example, a nursing student from Anderson compared to a nursing student in, I don't know, USC or Harvard or Stanford or something like that. I think that it's the person, not where they graduated from. But I mean, school is school to me, and I think it doesn't really matter.
I agree. Also, I don't know who should be punished. I think the school is partly involved because they probably do know. I mean, but if
I
it,
think the school should be held responsible for most of it.
I don't know, because the SAT part of it, they're not gonna see who took the SAT. So if they don't know, if that was what was the problem,
I
not
mean, but
just them paying the school.
But that was the SAT score was the major scandal. Everybody, a whole lot of people do the SAT fraud. That's not something new.
Yeah, but I think that's
The money,
that's
and the
messed up too,
but
though.
but the reason why everybody's in the uproar is the money, not the SAT.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, I know, but they're paying. I mean, either way, let me go.
the money to the staff member or the coaches.
Let me just finish what I'm saying. Anyways, in that scenario, I don't think the school should be at fault because they're not. They just look at the score and they're like, oh, that meets our standards, blah. But if they're paying the money to like hide or forge or like say something like the school or say that the child can go to the school because they're going to be on this team or whatever, then yes, the school is at fault. I think the parents are definitely at fault. I don't know if I don't know how far you go like to jail and stuff because we do lobbying in the government. So like if you can do lobbying in government, who's to say you can't do it for college? But at the same time, like college is more serious because it's your career, it's your future.
I bet you they won't go to jail. I bet you they'll just be
Fired or
probation.
something.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're actors, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I know like there's this like show my mom watches and her favorite actress isn't gonna be on it anymore because the company that produces the show or whatever
what show is it?
doesn't support it. I don't remember. I don't watch it. But yeah, she's all disappointed and that's why I know about it.
I mean, my mom, she told me about this, and I read a little bit about it, but I think this just speaks to privilege. I think it speaks to how schools are run like businesses, and sometimes, like, people don't think about, like, the community of schools, what they want their schools to, look like, what morals are behind the actions that they do so they can propel the school to success. Like, there's so much that this is showing about America, our education system, and that low-key sucks.
Higher education system, yeah, for sure.
There you go, yeah.
Another big thing that was in the news since the last time that we've talked has been this whole Jussie Smollett thing. I'm like extremely confused, I'm not gonna lie, about what's going on. But for people who don't know, Jussie Smollett said that he was attacked by a group of white men wearing MAGA hats. In Chicago, there is no footage of what happened, but you can definitely tell that he was beat pretty bad. He was thrown in jail for falsifying the police report, and then about 10 days to a couple weeks ago, he was completely exonerated. No, correction. The charges were dropped. No, I was exonerated. The charges were dropped, and he was released from prison. So, how do you feel?
Can you explain a little bit more? I'm kinda
Jussie
confused.
Smollett is on
Did he
Empire.
fake it?
He's an actor. That's the debate. Did you think he faked it?
What, did he beat himself?
Obviously, he didn't beat himself.
Well,
That's
that's
what I
hired,
mean,
like,
like-
I mean, supposedly, allegedly,
He
he
supposedly hired two Nigerian
Nigerian men.
people, two Nigerian men,
beat him up.
to beat him up.
And I guess call him racial slurs and
Mhm.
things like that. Not racial.
Jussie is claiming that he gave them money to be their trainer, not to attack him He was also had a noose around his neck and had bleach poured on him, which was also in the police report, and in like the hospital that said that he smelled like bleach too. So I think that it's more than we know. It sounds like an episode of Empire. And the police chief of Chicago and the mayor of Chicago were highly upset because the office that dropped the charges did not tell the mayor or the chief of police. So it was a disconnect between the entire government in Chicago, for that case. And there's been a big uproar about what's going on, and the records are sealed, so nobody can see or know what happened unless you were a part of the case.
This is just so interesting. This is so like coincidental.
I feel like.
And Jesse is also a gay man.
I feel like the question
If that
isn't like what really happened, but why. Like if he did fake it, why?
I think some people speculate that it was for more money. Some people speculate that he was getting cut off the show. It's really speculation. Nobody knows if he did stage it, why he staged it, or if two men did beat him up, why did Jesse turn around and say it was two people with MAGA hats? It's just as like, in my opinion, he did get beat up. But it wasn't by two white men. I think he got beat up by those two black guys, and then Jesse said that it was two white men wearing MAGA hats. So I think it was both. He did get beat up, but then he lied. I don't know.
I also want to say, because I am taking a memory class, my psychology is coming in. One, eyewitnesses and things like that, like things that happen to you, sometimes your memory is just crappy. And so you're not going to remember everything for detail for detail. So, yes.
Especially
Jesse really might have thought, well, these were two white men. Now, no, that's crazy, going off the crazy boat, but
Right.
honestly, I don't think no one is going to know what happened. Not even Jesse himself probably might not know, like, exactly what happened. Like, traumatic things happened to me, and I can't tell you the exact details of everything that happened. And so it's just like, at this point, it sounds bad, but I'm just tired of hearing about it, because it's just like, I'm not gonna know what I really want to know. And then maybe like ignorant of me to say, but I was mad about the situation when I heard it, and then when I heard that he allegedly lied about it, I was like, what the heck? Like, that day when I found out, I was upset for him. Like,
I was too. I was up in arms.
Yeah, all these people were giving their love to him, his family, and all this other stuff. Then the next week, you're just like, what? He lied. Like,
now he's in jail.
What the heck? Exactly. Now he's in jail, and now they're saying, well, you know what? Like, charges are dropped. So it's just like,
just so
they're
random.
sending us in this whirlwind, and like, at this point, I'm just like, I don't even trust the media. Like, I don't trust it.
What was he? He was charged for like giving false information.
Falsifying the police report. 16 counts. So they're saying he lied 16 times.
So what's the lies and what's the truth?
You're never going to. It's police information. I mean, part of the investigation.
Classified.
Yeah, everything is sealed. And the police chief said that we had so much to go off on, like, easy stuff that we could charge them for. And now that everything was dropped, something must have happened when they were about to go to trial. Something happened where they was like, okay, maybe we can't charge him.
Exactly.
The world may know. The world may know. The world may never know. I just hope the brother. Some people are saying that now that the charges are dropped, how come he's not trying to find his attackers? I mean, because nobody's believing him. Nobody believes anything he said now. So
Yeah,
to
it's
me,
like
to me,
Well,
to
if
me,
he doesn't even know, like, is it the black guys? Is it the white
I mean,
guys?
to me,
He
he
doesn't
should not go public about that anymore. I mean, what's done is done. I think if he wants to find the people who attacked him, if that actually happened, he should do everything privately. Just because that his reputation is damaged so much just from
Yeah.
just for these last 2 months about what has happened, and that's, I mean, it's really sad because he is talented. I just hope that this doesn't hurt his career too much. I know it will in some aspects, but people has come back from way worse than this. Believe it or not, if Robert Downey Jr. can get arrested for multiple DUIs and go to jail,
Really?
yeah, and Charlie Sheen can have sex with people when he had AIDS, and he can come back. Anybody can. But he is black, and black males in Hollywood, they're on like a one-strike basis. You gotta be perfect in Hollywood, or you're not gonna last.
Yeah, that's very true. Talking about Hollywood, have y'all really seen that movie?
Yeah, Us.
Us?
Us is fantastic.
It's
I
good.
don't want to do any
Is it
spoilers
scary?
for people who haven't seen it.
Yes,
It's scary.
but not like horribly scary.
Is it like Get Out scary?
It's like
Yes,
to me
maybe more jump scares.
to me it's more of like The Shining scary.
What? I've never seen The Shining. I don't like scary movies. No horror
The
movies.
Shining's not that scary either.
But it's like I've never like done this like, but throughout the movie I was like on the edge of my seat
It's suspense.
because I
Okay.
was like so excited about what was about to happen, and so just like I was so into it, like I couldn't even eat my popcorn like that, and I'm a popcorn lover, and I'm a movie buff, but I haven't been that so involved in a movie in a like that in a while. I think A Star Is Born, I was like that. I love A Star Is Born.
Are you for real? I haven't
Oh
seen
my
that either.
goodness.
I gotta
That
see it.
that movie is A1 in my book. But Us, back to Us.
This is sad.
Us makes you think. But for people who didn't understand the ending, I think you need to realize your life. Like it's pretty easy to
There's a lot
understand.
of deep stuff.
But like the deeper meaning stuff, I understand if you had to look that stuff up because I had to. But like the actual like ending
Yeah.
and what
it
happened
wasn't
and
that
you
confusing.
you obviously wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
But I mean like the Hands Across America and all that other deeper meaning stuff, I didn't fully understand because I'm not an '80s kid. I was born in the '90s. But I also had to look that stuff up.
We both picked up different things though that were
Yes.
that he
That's
was
nice.
sending messages. And
Yes,
so,
it was-
like we tried to puzzle
It was
together.
a lot of hidden messages that I'm glad he said. And actually, he said a controversial quote. He said he doesn't see himself casting a white male or female for his lead role in any of his movies.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's just, well, that look gets me excited, but at the same time, I'm stunned.
Bold.
I'm
Definitely
stunned.
bold. How do you feel?
I don't know.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
I feel like people who like are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. You're so racist. XYZ.
You say
Come
it.
on, come on.
Come on, girl.
Because I saw it and I was like,
Introduce
oh, wow.
yourself.
Come on. Introduce yourself.
Hi,
Tell them where you from.
my name is Tanisha Brown. I'm from the Bahamas. Yeah, and I go to AU. So my whole take on that was a lot of people were like, if a white guy had said it, it would be like, oh, he's racist or whatever.
Mhm.
So I feel like black people say too much sometimes. I feel like it's okay to do it, but don't publicly say, okay, I can't do this. You know, because I feel like Americans, I don't want to say that they do it, but you know there are a lot of movies with,
It is every
White
movie.
lead.
It is every
Exactly.
movie. Every movie, 75 to 80% of every movie you see in 2019 going on forward is going to have a white lead.
exactly.
Either the white girl is being saved or the white guy is saving some black girl. But it's always the white savior or somebody needs to be saved that is white. But, however, that doesn't make it right for him to say that, but I don't necessarily disagree with what he's
Yeah,
saying.
I don't disagree.
I mean, because I guarantee you that he's still gonna make his movies, and we all gonna go see him.
He's still gonna make money. So.
People have said way worse things than what he said. He was just being brutally honest.
He was.
I think he's just saying like that's something that he wants to make his trademark.
And it's his movie. I mean, it's his movie. I mean, black people die at the first in every scary movie you see. And that's like a stereotypical slash fact.
Blondes.
Blondes. Gotta save the blonde.
They died too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they always die.
It's always like a brunette or a redhead to be the last
The
person.
smart ones usually.
Oh.
There's never
Think about
redheads.
it, Scooby
There's
Doo.
never redheads.
Scooby Doo, who's the smart
Okay,
one?
it's a cartoon.
Nah, but no, for real, that's true though. Who's the smart one in Scooby Doo?
Brunette.
Thanks
Not a redhead, but
for having me, guys.
I agree with what she said though. Like I don't think it's right that he came out and said that because a lot of times there's the argument that like black people can't be racist, only white people are racist.
I mean, I don't think
That's
that.
not
I don't
true.
think that was racist.
I don't think
that
that's
was-
true. But I mean, if a white person said that, people would say that was racist.
Very true. I think sometimes.
I wouldn't. No, you're fine. I wouldn't take offense to it. Like it's whatever. That's what he wants. Just, but like
I mean,
I don't know.
he knew
I see why people think that is offensive.
he knew that he was
Or
gonna face
unfair.
backlash, but on the other hand, you also got to think about, and he argued this. You got to think about what type of movies that he makes. What movies that he makes? He makes cultural movies about his experiences. So he's not gonna put a white person to do his vision to make sure that through his experience. Like I'm not gonna cast a white guy with an afro to tell my story. I'm gonna tell either myself or somebody that looks like me to tell my story.
He's not saying he's not gonna put white people in movies because he's
No,
already done that.
but as the lead,
But-
he as a director and a producer and a writer, when you're writing something, you have it in your head already. You have a vision, and that's also something that people don't realize, that when you make a movie, you have a vision. Some movies are made where you can have a black lead or a white lead, but some movies are made where you can only have a white lead in a situation, and you can only have a black lead in a situation. And that's just something about the movie business that some people understand and some people don't.
I think my whole take, I don't think he was wrong in saying it because I feel like the whole backlash is diminishing black pride. Because if you think about it, right, this is just
Break
my
it
take
down.
on this. If a Latino person were to say, I'm going to cast an all Latino crew, I don't think anyone would say anything.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't think anyone would say anything.
Yeah, for as a Latino director, if you want to do a Latino movie about Latino issues,
Exactly.
or I have no problem with that.
No one would say, oh, that's racist. No one would come at them all reckless. Like, that's insane to me. So for him to say, to be prideful about, like, making black films and, like, casting black leads, I think that's cool. I think that's exciting. And the fact Jordan Peele is already controversial as it is in his movie, so what's going to make you think because he's, talking about something that he's passionate about, that he's not going to say something controversial?
And and he's a comedian. He says crazy things all the time. He's a comedian at heart,
Yeah.
as you see it in his movies. A lot of comical undertones, and Winston Duke in his role as the dad, just hilarious. And he really he made the movie lighthearted at times, even though stuff was about to go down. And I think I appreciated that a lot. It was just a great story.
It was good.
It was just fantastic.
You're making me want to go see it. I said I would not see it.
You should. Welcome.
Why not?
Because it just looks scary. I don't
No,
It's not-
no,
it's
you
not
have
too
to.
scary.
You have to see it. You gotta see it.
I don't really like scary,
It's for the
scary
culture.
movies, but it's not like. I mean, it is like you be prepared to like jump at some scenes.
But it's not
But
like
it's nothing like.
it's not like Annabelle and whatnot and all those.
No, it's
nothing
not like
that.
that. It's a realistic scary, but at the same time not realistic.
And we are going to see Shazam.
What the heck is Shazam?
Tomorrow?
I've never.
We're going to see Shazam tomorrow.
It's not a black movie.
It's just Shazam.
It's just.
It's a superhero movie.
It's super-
We want
Really?
to go see Dumbo, but you got to find time for it.
You don't see it?
Cause she wants to go see Dumbo.
No, because what? No, Dumbo should always be animated. Always.
I don't mind the
I
live
feel that
action
way
movies.
a little bit about
I don't
Lion
mind.
King too.
I don't
Yeah.
mind it. Oh, girl,
But I
the
think
Lion
it's
King's
still gonna
gonna
be really
be
good.
immaculate.
It's probably gonna be good.
Cause
but I'm just being
James,
stubborn.
cause James Earl Jones still gonna be there, but we gotta watch him die though. It's cool. If he dies, who knows? They might change the story.
Time that.
Oh, that was fun.
But they shouldn't change the story. They should keep it the same, just
Well,
live
they have to
action.
because it's based on Macbeth and it's a great story.
I mean, they're gonna have to keep the exact same. I mean, of course, there's gonna be differences, but
Pretty sure it's basically
the
same.
core of the story, they should keep it. I
That's
thought it was
my-
based off Hamlet.
That's
Lion King is based off Hamlet.
what did I say?
You said Macbeth. I thought it was Hamlet.
It's Hamlet. No, is it Julius Caesar?
No, it's definitely not
Wow.
Julius Caesar.
I don't know.
I think it's Hamlet.
I think it's Hamlet too. It's not Macbeth because Macbeth has the witches.
Anyway, comment this because obviously we're kind of confused about that.
Anyways, also I hope that Dumbo is the same way where it has the same plot. Okay, back to the closing.
Okay,
Throw that in there.
shout out my mama. I love you. POP holding it down forever. Any shout outs?
Oh, me. Shout out to my fam jam in Ohio. Woo, woo. OHIO, baby.
Any shout outs? Shout out her mom because she
Making great cookies.
yeah, making great cookies, and for also liking the or not liking, but like being so interested in the college admission scandal. Shout out
Yeah.
to Mama Janet, you're amazing.
Mama Kelly.
Same thing.
Mama Kelly.
Okay, so that is episode 9.
Really?
That is a close, isn't it? It's a lot of episodes. Bye.